as a customer tendency, as I rightly said, that customer always like freshly cut birds before him. So I'm sorry, just bear with me because this continuation of slides has stopped here. Yeah, and from this, I have deeper, as I said, that I have mentioned certain points which are classified in the technical benefits as well as operational benefits. So in this technical benefit, I would like to take you through is first point, which normally we come across that with the average birds or the desired body weight birds, we have less fat deposition at abdominal site, which is not encouraged by the consumer. And the most importantly, uneatable organs that we normally see, that gizzard, intestine, these wastages at retailer will be less with the 2 kg body weight concept. And at retailer bird, if you are anyhow want to keep the birds for the more number of days, the shrinkage at retailers will be less. So that is also saving for the retailers. Secondly, viral and bacterial challenges are low, as we know that overall we generate the less metabolic stress. So overall birds will be balance the stress, overall the climatic stress as well as metabolic stress, and having these viral and bacterial issues for higher body weight as well as this average body weight will be differ, because maximum chances of getting these infections to the higher body weight birds is more. So ultimately there will be a less medicine and other cost, as we know that bigger size birds, you will be always find this leggy weakness or the weak birds, and practically at the farm level or as a overall operation, we see get rid of or the selling these birds at the end of or the final lifting. It is quite tough task for the producer. Same time, these birds, the particular will be less prone to the heat state as well as accidental issues. Operational benefits, of course, as we all talk about the money here or making profit, so save extra cost on electricity, water, labor. As if you are extending beyond 38, I think you have to bear this cost. So with this concept, it's going to get or the fetch better performance parameters like FCR, COP, viewability. At the same time, we can maintain the litter condition, thereby, less ammonia in the sheds, support for the better performance, save labor cost, better banking rotation. This is very important aspect as a labor cost and better banking rotation. As I rightly said, completing those number of batches in a span of period, having, limited meanage or, having the concept of 2 kg, I think, you can easily complete 2 batches in a 3 month, which can able to help you to rotate your banking operations or your loans or your premiums in a better manner, as well as for a single batch adding this labor cost also, it's ultimately cost for the producers, so that can be saved. As already I told about this, while lifting, because of the heavy birds, catching of those birds or handling of those birds will be quite difficult, and going to find the accidental mortality during this transit. As less crowding while feeding and drinking, this is one of the important point I would say, because we have a certain standard. If 10 years back, if we all know, for 100 birds we were giving 1 drinker and 1 feeder. Now, after 10 years, the dynamics have changed, that for 40 birds, we are giving 1 feeder and drinker. So, if you are raising birds for more meanage or more body weight, I think we are not, maintaining that equilibrium or that equation. in terms of number of birds and feeders and drinkers. So thereby, ultimately it is lead to your cost. So overall, less risk and ease of doing farming, as rightly we are all observing for every business, and every function, we are trying to find the ease of doing things. So I think if we make this, our operations of ease of doing, a particular operation, I think, we are helping or boosting our stakeholder to sustain in this business and, flourish in this business. As and altogether for this, I think we have as a specific strategies to maintain for this particular concept, and those are least cost formulation. As all we accept or agree that, if you maintain this low meanage or 2 kg body weight, which I call desired body weight for the consumer point of view, I think ultimately we are reducing our raw material dependency or the raw material pressure, or maintaining those raw material. So if you can develop our expertise in formulating this least cost formulation, I think this will ultimately give the ROI. Secondly, the regulated feeding, as if you could see practically on the ground, and a normal course, the birds eat at a particular percent, and in the regulated feed also birds eat at particular percent. So if you see, as we are seeing in the practically on ground, we are able to save certain parameters like mortality, then your day gain, which will ultimately increase in this particular concept. So these are certain strategies which can be implemented for this concept. And the most importantly, SOP. I think for carrying this operation, one should have very stringent, one should be a very specific to follow standard operating practice for each and every function, where they can able to see. And ultimately, our goal is to have a better returns or outcome. So with this, I would like to thank once again to both association, and I hope that I could able to give certain awareness for this 2 kg body weight concept. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir. Dr. Shivankar, sir. Oh, sorry, I missed out some points about you. Actually, Dr. Shivankar presently serving at Sukuna Foods Private Limited as a General Manager, MH Region, being a profit center head, and he is responsible for all units like broiler and breeders operations, hatcheries and field milk operations. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, Kalyani. Thank you, Shivankar, sir. Are there any questions from any of the participants? So meanwhile, I have received 3 questions from audience. So the first question is rest period, as suggested by Mr. Prasad. The rest period between cycles for better biosecurity is between 15 days minimum to 21 days maximum, and less than 15 days rest period is a big no-no for. Can you please justify on rest period? So I request even Arun sir also to pitch in this. Prasad sir, this was a question posted for your side.
Yes.
I request Arun sir also to join in this.
Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Okay. Normally, as the breed becomes bigger, the bird becomes bigger, the biosecurity challenges increase. Of course, there are mortalities at higher body weights. When you have good body weights in the farms, the biosecurity challenges are much lower. And even the placements, which Jaffa of course follows, is that we secure our birds in 15 days. We place our birds in 15 days. It is basically the entire cleaning practices, the entire biosecurity practices which are followed through a proper norm. So we have always found that anything above 15 days is not an efficient model of farming. So biosecurity wise, when you have a small, because we never do body weights more than 2 kilos. So, for a 2 kilo body weight, we always found that, a 15-day placement cycle is the most efficient. Thank you.
Arun sir, would you like to add a few points on this?
No, in fact, even it all depends on what was the earlier batch performance. If absolutely if there is no disease issues, then 15 days also is okay. And what kind of procedures you are following for the disinfection, whether it is burning and all other activities if you're doing all this biosecurity procedures, then absolutely no problem. 15 days is okay. Again, once again, it all depends on the earlier batch performance. If absolutely there is no disease, then the 15 days is okay.
So the next question is why traders offer premium of 2 rupees for higher body weight birds? Can Mahesh Shivankar sir and Prasad Wag sir both answer on this?
Yeah. Can you repeat the question, please?
Why traders offer a premium of rupees 2 for higher body weights?
Yeah, very. Khan Sahab, I would like to take this question. Of course, Wag Sahab also can answer, but I just, as you asked me, it's a very good question, I would say. And this is, I tell you, this all operation that we are doing right now, I think as a producer, I'm calculating my bottom line, and as a trader, he's calculating his bottom line. Here, no approach-centric approach, as I said, that customer-centric approach. This is just a calculation or the bottom line for the producer as well as the trader, nothing else. And that is the reason he's asking or, having the leverage of giving 2 rupees extra. Nothing else. Very direct and very straight.
Okay, I will contribute my 2 bits.
Sir, yeah.
Basically, as I mentioned in my presentation, 2 kg body weight may not be yielding the highest meat yield for the trader. And as I mentioned also that we are normally, our industry is a push-driven industry where we are producing for the trader. The trader, when he's willing, in my experience, I have not seen the differentiation, 2 rupees differentiation between a trader asking for 2.5 versus a 2. There could be some differentiation, which could be based on location to location. But if the trader is willing to give, if he is willing to give 2 rupees, that means he's making 3 rupees out of it in some form. Maybe it is the meat yield or something else in his efficiencies in his transportation. So our job as an industry and as a producer is not to make the trader optimize his profits or maximize his profits. Our interest is to maximize the profit of the producer. Makes a repeated purchase at a good body weight of, when he increases his consumption, the consumer is happy. In today's scenario, when a trader is pushing a large body weight bird to a consumer, the consumer is not satisfied. He's buying because he has no choice. He is a meat eater. He doesn't have any choice. Maybe he's delaying his purchase, And as I said, when it is a 2.5 kilo body weight bird with a yield of maybe a 71, 72%, he's definitely making some more money. So at the end of the day, if the consumer is suffering, that is not in the interest of the producer. It is only in the interest of the trader. And that is exactly in my first slide I mentioned, we have to turn the model upside down, not keep trader at the top of the shelf. We have to keep the consumer on the top of the shelf. This is my opinion. And I feel that the only way in which we can actually, make more money is by selling more chicken to the consumer, not to the trader. Thank you.
पांडुरंग सर, यही सवाल आपसे भी पूछता हूं मैं, पांडुरंग सर जी। ट्रेडर्स अक्सर 2 रुपया प्रीमियम में देते हैं सर हायर बॉडी वेट के लिए, क्यों? क्या इसके आपकी क्या राय है सर, क्यों देते हैं भाई? अगर बॉडी वेट ज्यादा है, पांडुरंग सर नेटवर्क
म्यूट है सर।
Okay, so we will go for the next question. We have
सर तुम्ही अनम्यूट करा, आवाज नाही येत।
हाँ सर, अनम्यूट है सर आपका।
म्यूट है सर।
नहीं, उनका नेटवर्क इशू है, स्टैटिक हो गया है इमेज। We will go for the third question, sir. Sir, chick prices force the producers to get chick prices force the producers to go for higher body weights. And what needs to be done to control this higher chick prices? How can that be controlled? That is the question. Hello.
वेटला प्लस का मार्केट
बरोबर.
हो 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 येस.
Hello.
आजकाल काय चाललंय समजा मार्केटमध्ये आहे ना हॉटेल सप्लायची ते आहे किंवा बोल बोलले चिकन
हिंदीमध्ये. हेलो.
धावन समझो मार्केट का ट्रेंड चालू है, मार्केट गिरना चालू होता है, लेकिन वो बोनलेस के लिए मांगते हैं, लेकिन अपना भी काम है अपने को कंटिन्यू प्रोडक्शन कॉस्ट के ऊपर मार्केट लेने का है, तो 2 kg का ही अपन बेचेंगे तो 2 kg का ही लेंगे और उसका बोनलेस निकालेंगे, बाकी दूसरा कुछ नहीं। बोनलेस के वास्ते वो मांग रहे हैं और कट पीस गरीब लोगों को बेच रहे हैं 30 रुपए किलो 40 रुपए, बोनलेस जा रहा है 400 रुपए किलो 500 रुपए केजी, इसलिए वो मांग रहे हैं बड़ा मुर्गी, बाकी दूसरा कुछ नहीं है। लेकिन अपना काम है 2 kg का ही बॉडी वेट का मुर्गी बेचने का, वही अपने को प्रॉफिट देता है। वो उनका काम कर रहे, अपने को अपना काम करना पड़ेगा, दूसरा कुछ नहीं।
Thank you, sir.
हेलो
Hello.
Any more questions, sir?
हेलो दादा,
Inayat sir, your voice is breaking, sir. Hello.
Hello. Can you?
Hello.
Yeah. Sir, can we? May I call Dr. Sushant Rai sir for vote of thanks?
Yeah.
But before that, I would like to just share Dr. Sushant Rai's profile. Dr. Sushant Rai B, he is the Managing Director of Rice and Nutrition and also President of Karnataka Poultry Farmers and Breeders Association. He is a veterinary graduate from VET College, Bangalore, and Karnataka Veterinary Animal and Fishery Sciences University, Bidar. He has also undergone hands-on training on poultry breeding, hatching, and feed milling technology at North Carolina State University, USA. He has been serving in the poultry industry for more than 2 decades in different capacities. Dr. Rai has trained several farmers to establish farms for better living through continuous technical support. So we are glad to inform you that he is now contesting for an election with Veterinary Council of India 2020. I request Dr. Sushant Rai to kindly deliver concluding remarks and vote of thanks.
Thank you, Mr. Khan. Thank you, Mr. Khan. Audible?
Yes, sir, audible, sir.
Okay. Yeah, it's my pleasure to thank all our past honorable presidents and management committee members of KPBFA, Poultry Farmers and Breeders Association, Maharashtra, who is also the convener of this Pan-India Broiler Coordinating Committee. We are very proud to have WebNext. I also take this pleasure to thank Mr. Pandurang Shanbog Pune for sharing his best experience practices adopted in Shanbog Poultry Farm. And a few insight is given about purchasing of maize directly from the farmers and a few hints why chicken is tasty in hotels. I'm thankful to Mr. Prasad Wad for sharing the insights and best practices adopted him in Jaffa Home Feed India Limited and his focus on consumer needs and their expectations, benefits for the producers. Thank you, Mr. Wad. I'm also thankful to my dear friend and fellow member of KPBFA, Dr. Arun Kumar Rai Derla, for sharing his experiences and advantages of poultry processing clean meat to the consumer. Thank you, Dr. Rai. I'm also thankful to Dr. Mahesh Shivankar, who shared his experience in selling 2 kg broiler birds by Suguna Foods Private Limited. Thank you, Dr. Mahesh. I also thank members of IVPI, Vets and Poultry, and all members of Pan India Broiler Breeders Association. I thank the poultry media friends too for joining us today, and hope they'll carry a good write-up on and publish summary for the benefits of those who couldn't join. Last but not least, I thank our Secretariat of KPPFA, Poultry Farmers and Breeders Association Maharashtra for their coordination and support in making this webinar success. And before I conclude, I'm glad to inform you that I'll be contesting the prestigious Veterinary Council of India election. To all the veterinarians here, we need a poultry voice to be heard at VCI. Kindly support me on this election. I once again thank all the distinguished guests gathered today. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you.